Possessive adjectives. We use possessive adjectives to show possession of something or someone. Possessive adjectives are my, your, his, her, its, our, your, plural, and their. It's not important if the thing or person being possessed is singular or plural. The possessive adjective always stays the same, i.e., my car's, my car. Car can be singular or plural, yet the possessive adjective keeps its normal form. Morning, Jake. Is that your car? Yep, it sure is. God, she's a beauty. It looks like an electric one. Yes, it is. It's the new Tesla model, fully electric. I wish it were my car. Doesn't your nephew own a Tesla? Well, I'm not sure if it's his Tesla, because I only saw him in the passenger seat. What do you think of electric cars anyway? They are very expensive cars, and their auto-driving isn't the most trustworthy, but in general they're fantastic for the environment. I agree. Your one, though, is the most expensive model. Do you know if they sell cheaper ones? Yes, I'm pretty sure they do, because our neighbor, Phil, his car, which is a Tesla, is the model below our one. So that must mean that there are other models below and less expensive. And its battery lasts a long time also. I'll look into it then. Great chatting to you. Catch you later. See you. Analysis 1. Yep, an informal way to say yes. 2. God. Even though this is a religious word, it is used frequently as an interjection. 3. Something is a beauty. This is an expression in English to signal that something is beautiful. 4. I wish it were. Even though it's third person, the plural form is used because we're talking hypothetically, something that isn't true. 5. His Tesla. His is the possessive adjective, and Tesla is the thing being possessed. 6. Their refers to the Tesla cars. That's why it's in plural and not singular, his or her. 7. Your one. One is a pronoun that can refer to anything singular. In this case, it refers to the Tesla car. 8. Our one. One is a singular pronoun referring to the Tesla, and our is used to show that it's third person plural. 9. Its battery. The thing being possessed is the battery. It's a thing, so we need to use the possessive adjective, its. 10. Look into. A phrasal verb meaning to examine or look further. 11. Catch. Someone, i.e. him, you, her, later, is a phrasal verb meaning to see someone at another time. Qualifying adjectives. Qualifying adjectives are the most common type of adjectives in English. Qualifying adjectives are used to describe living things or beings. Qualifying adjectives are non-countable but are gradable, which means they can be graded with comparatives, more than, as, adjective as, or superlatives, the most, etc. Qualifying adjectives form the largest list of adjectives. What a beautiful day! Normally, England has such bad weather during wintertime, but today has been an exceptional day. Wouldn't you agree, David? Yes, but on Sunday last week, the weather was better than today, although it wasn't as sunny as today, I have to admit. Yes, I agree. You should have seen it in January. It was wetter than anything I have ever seen. What's the worst weather you've seen in the UK? Well, it really depends on where you are in the UK, because there are sunnier and nicer parts. For example, southern England tends to have the best weather, if you don't mind me saying so. That's interesting. I would also say, though, that the weather in northern England is as bad as the weather in other countries in northern Europe, such as Denmark or Norway. It really is cold in those countries. I much prefer the hotter temperatures in southern Europe. Countries like Spain, Portugal, or Italy are just so much sunnier and friendlier also. Analysis. 1. Beautiful is the qualifying adjective, and the noun it is modifying is day. All adjectives modify or describe nouns. 2. Bad is the qualifying adjective. Its comparative form is worse, which is irregular, and its superlative form is the best, which is also irregular. Superlatives usually take the article the. 3. Better is the irregular and positive comparative form of good. 4. As sunny as. A construction widely used with qualifying adjectives to equalize two things or people in English is as plus adjective plus as. 5. Wetter. Qualifying adjective and comparative form of wet. 6. The worst is the irregular and superlative form for the qualifying adjective good. Note that the comparatives and superlative forms of qualifying adjectives are also adjectives. 7. Nicer. Comparative form of the qualifying adjective nice. 8. Southern is a qualifying adjective that is modifying the noun England. 9. As bad as. The comparative or equaliser construction to equalize two things or people. In this case, it's referring to the weather in England and Northern Europe. 10. Those countries. Take note of the demonstrative adjectives from the lesson before. This, these, that, and those. Those is used because the speaker is referring to countries, which is plural, and they are far away. Hence, those. 11. Hotter is the qualifying adjective in the comparative form. Without a comparative, it's simply hot, and the superlative form is the hottest. 12. Spain, Portugal, and Italy are all places and thus proper nouns, so they are therefore in capital letters. 13. Sunnier and friendlier are the comparative forms of the qualifying adjectives sunny and friendly. The Y changes to an IER to form the comparative form. The superlative forms of the adjectives are the sunniest and the friendliest. Section review. Adjectives. Demonstrative, interrogative, possessive, and qualifying adjectives. Hi, Mater. How are you today? Hi, I'm good. Never been better. I'm working on this project for the university. Oh, it sounds cool. What's it about then? Well, do you know about those new smartphones that they are selling in stores? Yes, I'm pretty sure. Do you mean those really expensive ones? Yes, those ones. I'm studying the implications that they have on society and their technology. Can you elaborate? Sure. These smartphones, I think they're really useful and innovative, but on the downside, they really distract you. How so? Well, I was talking to my brother yesterday, and he didn't even look at me. He was too concentrated with his smartphone. What do you mean by he was too concentrated with his smartphone? While I was talking to him, he didn't even look at me. His eyes were basically glued to his screen. Our technology is important, but we need to remember not to lose our social skills either. I agree. I know this person from work, a colleague of mine, who never pays attention to anyone because she's so addicted to her phone. I think these new smartphones are amazing, but on the other hand, we lose sight of what's important. How can we find a solution to these problems then? Well, my main concern is maintaining a minimum level of human interaction when we're talking to others while they're on their phones. Things like that are vital so that we don't lose our social skills. Yeah, people these days are not as social as they used to be. Moreover, it's just common sense because it's really not the best thing to do. That is, not give the kind person you're talking to your full attention.